An old interview featuring Liam Payne discussing Sean Diddy Combs' bad vibes has resurfaced in the wake of the British singer's sudden death. During a 2017 appearance on The Graham Norton Show, the One Direction alum, who died at age 31 on Wednesday, October 16, due to injuries from jumping off a hotel balcony, recalled the encounter he had when meeting the mogul, who was arrested for human trafficking and more last month. "I went over to speak to him and Jay-Z, and as I shook his hand he just chuckled. He had the most evil laugh I've ever heard," Payne shared. "So, I'm a little bit fearful of that man." Though much of Payne's passing remains unclear, it's known that authorities were called to his Argentina hotel about an aggressive man who could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Emergency responders heard a loud thud before discovering Payne's body in the hotel's courtyard. "Our role was to head there quickly, give medical attention and try to resuscitate him, but his injuries were incompatible with life," Buenos Aires Medical Services Director Alberto Crescendi explained to a publication. Based on what the team saw, there was apparently a cranial fracture and extremely serious injuries that led to his immediate death. The Get Low crooner suffered internal and external hemorrhaging and a fractured skull. While the X Factor alum was in the country to vacation with girlfriend Kate Cassidy, the blonde beauty explained in a Monday, October 14, TikTok that she decided to head back to Florida because she hates staying in one place for too long, and their 5-day stay had turned into 2 weeks. While countless people in the music industry paid tribute to Payne, who has struggled with mental health and addiction, following the incident, Diddy was not one of them, as he's currently behind bars for charges of racketeering conspiracy, as trafficking by force, fraud or coercion and transportation to engage in prostitution. Combs, 54, pled not guilty but was denied bail, so he'll be locked up at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center until his trial begins on May 5, 2025. When the disgraced mogul appeared in court on October 10 to be informed of his trial date, he was supported by 6 of his 7 children and his mother, Janice Combs. Prior to that, Janice issued a statement in the star's defense. "My son is not the monster they have painted him to be, and he deserves the chance to tell his side. I can only pray that I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated," the matriarch said. "It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies," she continued. "To bear witness to what seems to be a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court."